Welcome back to Resistance Chicks. We are your hosts, Leah and Michelle. Today is the 8th of June, 2017. Now, I've been wanting to bring this story to you guys for a few days, but I wasn't quite sure about the veracity of it. That being said, we're going to bring it to you anyway because we are the ones that brought you the CNN fake news of the Syrian girl, and we also showcased this in that bit, so we feel that we need to bring it to you. It kind of does strike me as real. I don't know 100%.
So, to me, I think it proves two things. I think that, number one, they use this boy as propaganda. His father's coming out saying that my son was used for propaganda.
Right.
Number two, it was an incident.
Yes.
Okay. So while there did look like people were coming out of the rubble, there were people coming out of the rubble.
Right.
And while I'm not 100% on that, I am 100% that the father is coming out saying this, and some people are saying I don't think it's the boy. Looks an awful lot like him. The father has said, the Syrian army always protects the country. I served in the Syrian army. This is the Syrian army's duty to protect people, to protect the country, to protect the civilians. The army is the people and the people are the army. So the father said that they've been in hiding and they have been,
well, which makes sense,
resisting any interviews. They changed the boy's hair, and he wanted to come out and set the record straight that his son was used for propaganda. So we are going to bring his message to you. He said they wanted to trade in his blood, and they published his photos. Okay, here we go.
On August 17th, 2016, Omran Daqneesh was a child seen around the world known as the ambulance boy. Omran and his family were living under insurgent rule in East Aleppo, where he survived an airstrike in the buildup to the Russian-Syrian army's operation to retake the city. Now, with the rebels pushed back, Omran's family is finally speaking out. RT's Anya Parampil has that report.
This child's image was used to demonstrate the brutality of the Syrian government's campaign to retake militant-held East Aleppo last fall.
I want to pause it right here, just because some of the things that I had seen were people trying to break down the fact that the natural part of his hair was different in the comparison of this picture. So I wanted to give you an opportunity just to look at it and see the things that I saw, okay? His head is up here, so you're seeing a little bit more of his nose, but the nose looks the same. The shape of the mouth looks the same. The shape of the face looks the same. Now, somebody had said that the cartilage of his ear was a little bit different. I don't see it that way. I see the same child. I see he's got this kind of droop in his eye here, same droop in his. The fact that you would have two Syrian kids, exact same age, that look like identical twins, and then some guy that has some agenda to push this child out there as false,
but we'll
seems a little bit extreme to me.
Keep bringing it to the forefront, you guys.
Exactly.
Who can forget when the sweet, helpless face of Omran Daqneesh moved one CNN host to make this emotional appeal?
Lost in the flurry and the fury of war and chaos. This is Omran.
I hate this lady.
He's alive.
I hate her so much.
We wanted you to know.
Yes, Omran is alive, and unfortunately for the media once captivated by his likeness, his family is talking. Because like many civilians trapped in Aleppo as a horrific battle between insurgents and the government rolled on, they stayed loyal to Syrian President Assad. In an interview at the home his family has returned to, Omran's father says the way the media used his son's tragedy was propaganda.
I am Mohammed Kier Daqneesh, the father of Omran. We have been in so much turmoil in eastern Aleppo because of the insurgents and because of the issues they made propaganda about. The boy, thank God, is all right. He had minor injury. We were sitting in our house like this. Omran and I were spending time having fun on our cell phones. Then the strike happened. I was busy saving my family while the insurgents seized the opportunity and filmed my family when they were escaping the house for the sake of propaganda. Thank God the situation is now improving. The army is advancing and has liberated the area so we could return to our homes.
You might think this perspective, Omran's father speaking for himself, would cause some reflection in the media. But somehow, reporters like the one we watched earlier have stayed silent, apparently now uninterested in this Syrian voice. Other outlets like the New York Times have characterized recent interviews by the family as part of a calculated public relations campaign by the Syrian government. Right, When his father talks on camera, it's, quote, not clear if he spoke freely, according to the Washington Post. But there is absolutely no way using his image to promote an anti-government narrative could have been part of a public relations campaign at all. Omran's father said insurgents in Aleppo who were backed by the United States intimidated his family, and that he's refused offers to do interviews attacking the government, even in exchange for money. Yet according to the media, Omran was proof of U.S. inaction in Syria.
His name is Omran Daqneesh. He's a little boy who survived a bombing. What's worse, not knowing about Aleppo or knowing all along and not acting on it?
As media watchdog group Fairness and Accuracy in Reporting makes clear, the narrative Omran's photo was used to further in that clip is dangerously false. And it's important, quote, to point out to Tapper the truth that keeps getting lost. That several countries, among them the U.S., Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Turkey, and Russia, have already been intervening in Syria for years, with untold numbers of military staff and material to the tune of billions of dollars. Not to mention the active bombing campaign a U.S.-led coalition has waged on the country officially since 2014. So ask yourself, why do our media question the narrative when Omran's family speaks to pro-government media in Syria, but think it utterly heroic to push for U.S. escalation in a horrific war while using a child's image with his voice silenced? In Washington, Anya Parampil, RT.
Well, there you have it. Oh, and by the way, we're Russian agents, to start it in with that.
We are.
We brought you an RT article.
Yes, that makes us Russian agents. Yep. Of course we are. You all know that. We've been to Russia when we were younger. They grabbed us and they put us in back rooms and brainwashed us. And I mean, we actually kind of know all kinds of insider Soviet covert acts. And
we did go back behind, like, our uncle could take us.
Yeah, we know a lot of things that you don't know. We know how to kill you in 10 different ways. So be afraid. Be very afraid. You know how to... obviously, our setup here just goes to show how great we are at tech. Things like that, hacking. We're really, really good at that. This is a front for not being good at it. So, all right, you guys, this is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it's not just a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring that bell for notifications. Find us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We love you. God loves you. God bless. And don't forget to meet us in Bozeman, Montana this month, the 23rd and the 24th of June. And go to the redpillexpo.org, which is where you can find out more information on the conference that we are going to be attending. We want to see you guys there.
Was cold, all alone, no place for home, every day, so afraid, but you called my name.